So, we find yourselves in the confines of your home, um, or your home away from home, your party home, Limina's house, the sort of rambling mansion that you have taken up occupancy in. We come back to you guys after the revelation that the Baron Horva, a man of a certain level of odiousness, has been made the steward of the realm that you're currently occupying. And as the county steward, has been given leeway on the collection, or given authority rather, on the collection and levying of taxes, and as a result, taxes have been levied quite substantially here in the town of Barton's Homestead. You mentioned this to your contact at the Silver Arm Inn, the barmaid Ileana, who is, as you found out, part of the bandits, merry men organization. No, not really. The
Group.
the group, yes, of would-be do-gooders and ill-gotten gain liberators of the Centaur Danan. And she told you that she would pass on the information to him. It is now 10 days later.
Oh.
And I would like each of you to remove 2 gold pieces from your inventory.
What happened to
They would get taxed.
Yeah.
Cost of living increase.
it?
Ah!
2 gold?
I ate those 2 gold pieces.
There's no way.
It's a wild tax rate.
We're gonna kill this man.
Oh yeah.
What if what if you don't have to go on you?
Oh. If-
I'm gonna commit tax fraud.
I'm not gonna make that. I'm asking questions because I have to go to my room to pick up the gold.
Yeah, you can remove it from your stash, obviously. But basically, that's an additional 2 silver a day over the course of 10 days in additional cost of living expense from having to pay for having to pay additional money for food and drink and the various things that you do need to purchase in town.
Damn.
Feed for Binky. Feed for Talos.
Yeah.
1 second. I have a feat that lets me forage. Do I have to pay 2 gold?
If you
Can I
want
pay
to
1?
just switch entirely to foraging, you can go ahead. Actually, if this mansion is in the middle of a farm, most of which is lying fallow, but Limina does grow a garden, and that could be expanded, but obviously in 10 days it's not going to make much of a difference. But yeah, if you want to spend your time foraging, Kaya, you can do that to offset the cost of the taxes, in which case it won't really affect you.
Okay.
Um, this is effectively 10 days of downtime. Um, so you guys can also just... What would you like to do during such time that is down?
Can I go up to Cecil and ask to see some of the books from the backpack?
Sure.
Cool.
Do I have them on me? Let me see here. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, the bag of holding. I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah, here are the lots of books.
Can I compare the writing in these books to the ancient map of Montag that is in the library or
Sure.
the study? And see if it's the same language?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Is this a hidden one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Kea, as you're comparing the two, you start picking out similarities and actually the same words in a few places. And after checking on the interior or on the inside of some of these books and comparing them to the map, you determine that yeah, these are in the same language, the old tongue of Montag. It's not really spoken anymore due to reasons that are perhaps obvious. But except there is a...
A certain noble lady.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously, Lady Sherezhny would be interested in such things. Excuse me. As far as... And also, you would know that the nation called Tir Tairngara... no, not... That's in Shadowrun. Whoops. I'm getting my my Irish Irish named countries mixed up. But you know that there is a nation on Evron that has a language at least descended from it. Anyone else would like to do anything during their downtime? You have 10 days of it, so.
Oh god, 10 days. Should do in 10 days.
I'd go probably help at the church and offer as much free labor as possible to the city.
You become very much in demand. There aren't a ton of Minotaurs in Barton's homestead. Between you and Thrum, there's maybe like you can probably count on both hands the total number. They do stand out for, again, reasons that may be obvious. But you are, by just offering to help out where you can, like, you are putting quite a bit of relief on people, and in just interacting with the town, like, for you guys, losing 2 gold over the course of 10 days is pretty onerous. You're also adventurers. Your cost of living expenses are going to be a little bit higher than the average townsperson or peasant, but everyone in town is either grousing or panicking about these new taxes, because obviously it's very expensive for them as well, and more than one person that you interact with is worried about how they'll be able to continue to pay for the taxes on their home, which is the typical tax that they would pay. And as far as downtime goes for everyone, it doesn't have to be necessarily something like productive that you're actively making rolls for to like make stuff or to you don't have to not to say that's you're being unproductive, but you can also like spend your time exercising or setting up that garden alongside Limina's or reading romance novels. You can do whatever you want. But
well, I've already stated that I spend at least some of my time foraging. So once I decipher what language the books are in, I'll go back to Cecil and remind him that Lady Sherezhny offered us 50 gold per item, and we have 10 bulk of books written in ancient
true.
Montasian.
Very true.
Yeah. So maybe you did have the right idea with thinking of selling them, and she'd definitely get more use out of them than we would.
But
So we could go do that at some point, and then other than that, she'll probably either make a mushroom garden or try to forage for everybody else within reason of what the land can support, I guess.
Yeah. You're gonna grow some more mushrooms.
Yeah,
again,
the
this
tasty
is a
kind.
fairly large clearing in the forest that is set up to be a farm of some substantial size, able to support a farm that could grow enough food to support the people living here and potentially servants and livestock. So obviously you could become farmers and just start farming the whole thing, but that might take a lot of your time. Setting up a garden, though, my point is that the land here is not likely to be stressed by your use of it.
Okay.
Unless you like, start a tungsten extraction operation here in the mansion or something like that. Just tons and tons of nuclear runoff and along those lines. Then you might have an issue.
Nah.
No, I'll stay plant-based.
Nah.
No heavy industry. Maybe next campaign. The Iteron campaign.
Yes.
From the moment I recognized the weakness in my flesh, it disgusted me.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, those are Chaos plans.
Okay. Cecil, how about you?
First, could I try to identify this this magic item I have? I
Your-
found it in my bag and I put it in my stash in my room there.
In your stash?
Yes.
Who gave you that?
You.
Oh, shit. Okay. Unusual object. Let's
I
find
forgot I
out
had
what
it.
it
It
is.
was my backpack. Let's see.
Cecil?
Yeah?
It's a rock.
Oh shit, it's a rock.
I mean, it's a rock that looks like a bird.
Pioneers used to ride these babies all across the plains.
Wait, isn't that the one that Talos identified with religion, and it turns into a bird and
Oh,
carries
yeah,
a
actually,
message
wait a
and then goes
second, I
off and
just-
lives its little bird life?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I forgot to just identify the actual
okay.
thing. So you already,
Alright.
Cecil has just forgotten what it was, but yeah, you guys already know what that is.
Okay.
Hea sticks her head in Cecil's room unasked and explains.
It's a rock.
Naturally.
Okay, so I have what Talos does and what Kea does. Well, see, oh yeah, we're still on Cecil.
Yes.
So,
Huh? What will Cecil
Smoke weed
Cecil.
every day.
do? Oh, Cecil will read
Something to
romance
farm for.
novels.
Cecil is going to read romance novels.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, the library is not entirely full of romance novels, but
You could borrow the. Oh wait, you're not a Thomas Shen fan. Carry on.
Cecil already read it. Yeah.
yeah, no, incorrect. Cecil is a Thomas Shen fan. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, excuse me. He has read it and he was
Yeah, he likes it, but he likes Bones McJangles more.
right.
Oh, that's right. He has bad taste.
Oh, I know what to do.
Nuva, what would you like Eight Eyes to do?
Alright, so this is over the span of 10 days, right?
Mhm.
Alright, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So, Eight Eyes will look about the house and try to find something that is essentially the equivalent of a mattress but small. Things that are essentially able to be collected and put outside. And then he will essentially put them in a spot. Now, this is him talking out loud, but one moment. Now, I reckon that this here should be enough for me to softly land on my buttocks. So now, what I will do is I will start to climb to the roof and begin to practice doing backflips. Now, obviously, I will be doing this under the supervision of an adult, because I might die. So I'm gonna have to inquire. Oh, wait, or I could do this with my best friend Cecil. But he could be doing things such as rummaging through his stash. I looked this morning. He was running low on that grass. But
It's happening.
I guess what I could do is I could ask Talos if he's got any spare time, if he could supervise me, or I could ask any of the others. But I will be practicing backflipping, and then I will begin to create an obstacle course to increase my stamina and endurance. Yes, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. But what do I do for the obstacle course? It could just be running, but fuck that. Oh wait, I can't curse, even out loud. I am 17. Let's see. I guess, where could I get some sort of monkey bar looking thing?
What?
I think that, I guess I'll have to ask around. There could be a carpenter in town.
Hey,
But for now-
alright.
What?
Are you
Hello.
okay?
Oh, you know how it is. I got hit with inspiration. I want to do backflips.
What happened to your accent?
Oh, am I not doing a southern accent? Sorry.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, sorry. Let me get my southern
Oh.
on. There we are. All right. There I am.
I'll be honest. I thought that was intentional.
Yeah, I thought that's just what his internal monologue sounded like.
No, but I'm just fascinated because not only did you leave the southern accent, you were also rapidly oscillating between like 3 or 4 different sub accents.
But it kind of ended up being a sort of Southern European accent.
That's fascinating.
I honestly just thought that, like, since Eight Eyes was kind of talking to himself, that was his native
Serious
accent.
voice?
And,
Oh, maybe. Oh,
and that
actually
he's been
confused.
putting on one, but maybe I was mistaken.
That could be something. I have not said your character's name in a hot second. Hey there, Bilbo. How long have you been standing there for, huh?
Well, I've been standing here for quite a while.
Ah, so you heard everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you had to catch me cursing.
Yeah.
That's just a matter of me being a bit frustrated with with all the planning I have to do. I want to create an obstacle course. Could you help me?
Cool. Well,
You're
I mean,
also an
yeah.
Yeah, I also need an adult, and I think you sort of maybe legally are one, but I'm not really quite sure because you're all kind of like I don't know what you are as a gnome. Like, are you like
No.
are you like are you fully grown?
Yeah, man.
You sure about that?
I'm an adult.
Uh, you're
I
not
don't
just
know if you can
you-
tell, but I am an adult.
okay, but you're not
Oh,
like
yeah.
17 in gnome years. I'm just making sure, because that's also technically sort of maybe I'm just making sure.
Oh, no, that's not technically anything.
Okay, all right, cool. Cause you're a little bit. I never, between you and me, whenever you talking about the hundreds of years that you live, it's a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
incomprehensible and beyond any rational belief of time and existence. I can't really think about that far.
Yeah.
Like you've lived like, well,
Can I actually, like, confide something in you? Right
yeah,
now,
sure.
here?
Oh, yeah, cool.
You're-
Why not?
You're incredibly young. You're so incredibly, incredibly young, and you have your whole life ahead of you. I've actually I've reached the limit of my lifespan today. This is my
What?
last day. I might have hours, minutes,
Sorry.
seconds. I might have
What?
seconds, 8 eyes.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh, I can feel it. Oh no, it's happening. It's
oh.
happening. And he just explodes into confetti. Um, what he's been spending his week doing or whatever is trying to make an illusion version of himself using illusory creature. Yeah.
Rita, you explicitly said you weren't gonna make a problems clown.
That's what I wanted to spend my time on, and this was like a perfect opportunity. Yeah, your Biblo just fucking told you he was going to die today, and then exploded into confetti, and now there's just like the confetti just like turns to dust and blows away on the breeze.
8 Eyes falls on his knees. He's in disbelief. What, what? Do I get a new contract? I'll be right back. Sorry, phone call. Be right back.
Sick. I want to roll stealth
Go ahead.
to sneak up on him from the other side.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. And
Oh, it's 11.
then he goes to where you exploded, and
Eight Eyes, yeah, really, it should be an opposed check. If you could just roll perception for me, please.
I will roll perception.
It doesn't have to be secret.
It doesn't have to be secret. Wait, where? Oh, god damn it! I always lose the fucking tab. There it is.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cool. Good.
Yeah, Eight Eyes, you have no hint that this is an illusion. Besides the fact that it exploded into confetti, which might tip you off. But yeah, you do not hear Biblo stifling his giggles from around the corner.
Yeah, he just like slowly creeps up behind him as he's mourning.
Oh,
So he's
please,
standing
whoa.
behind him.
I still remember the first time, and I'm grabbing like the dirt and confetti. I still remember when I first met you, and I didn't know what kind of path we were gonna take. I don't even know
It's
how
like a
I'm gonna
month
explain
ago.
this to the party.
I'm gonna cast message so I can speak into his head, and I'm gonna say, I'm in a better place now.
Are you a ghost? No.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess that's good. At least you can explain to the party that you exploded. Do gnomes not have blood or bones?
No, we don't have any of that.
Are you just a balloon? I guess I hadn't told
Yeah.
you. God, that's. No. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm still processing this that you exploded, and I'm not sure if I'm asleep. I'm gonna pinch myself. Oh no, this is real.
Biblo's gonna just like kneel down beside you and also like look at the confetti and be like, ah man, that's a real shame.
It really is. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. Really felt like.
Guess it was his time.
Yeah. Did I tell you he was my manager? He was the best manager I ever had. I mean, he was the
Wow.
only manager I ever had, but.
What a wonderful compliment. I'm sure that could be put on his tombstone.
I don't think you get a tombstone when you exploded the confetti. I'm gonna have to ask Talos to bless. Wait, I guess. What? Oh well. Well, I guess I'll thank you for being here. I can I wait. Oh. Are you
I wanted to like roll insight to see if Kate Ice is genuinely okay, but I rolled a 9, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not really sure how to take this, so I'm gonna go tell the party now that
What?
one of our friends is dead. And,
dead?
yeah,
I'm right here.
you're a ghost. I
Oh,
think you're
okay.
I think you're the traumatic incarnation of all the stress that I just felt in that 5 seconds when you blew up, and now
Yeah,
you're reaching out, and you're clearly reaching out.
Yeah, we can go tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, come with me, little post-traumatic test disorder. You're never gonna be a problem.
Nope.
All right, who's in the house?
I mean, Quint and Kea are in the study.
All right, wait.
So
And-
concerned for 8 Eyes.
Okay, wait. I'm walking
You
up.
think he's fine? Or not? I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on anymore. I've lost
You
control.
just
Mm-hmm.
Control.
So, hello. First off, I hope you're all having a good morning. You too.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm gonna have to sit y'all down.
Well, we're already sitting. What is it, Eight Eyes? Do you need to sit down?
A bit, yeah. Is there a fireplace in here for me to dramatically pose over? And yeah, there
yes,
is.
it's right in front of us. Yes, there you go.
There
Uh-huh.
we go. This morning, I was set to start at an obstacle course and I was gonna do backflips so I could do them in battle.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know. Bilbo.
Who?
He walked. Beetlebot. I can't say the name right.
Biblo.
Biblo. He comes up to me, and we tell each other good morning, and we share our deepest darkest secrets. And I tell him I can't comprehend how old he is. And then he told me, well, time's up. It's the last day he's ever gonna be. And then he blew up. His confetti's still outside.
People's right behind you, though.
Oh,
My fucking. My microphone's cutting out how hard I'm laughing.
Quint. Quint. I know that you're sharing with me in grief, but that's just an apparition.
Quint does the thing. You know how you hit there's that stereotypical photo of like the dad reading the paper and he looks down at you from the paper and then puts the paper back into his face. Quint's doing that, but like with some blueprints or something like that.
Real
as
dad
soon
and
as
Calvin and Hobbes kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Eight Eyes. Eight Eyes, come here. Give me your hands.
What's up?
Look, I understand that you're very distressed, and I'm really sorry that he did this to you, but I promise you, Biblo isn't dead. Do you remember how he kept summoning the bear in our tents in the woods, and then that exploded into confetti?
That was pretty funny. I didn't know that there was a race of confetti bears.
It
Oh no.
it was magic, sweetheart. Look,
Wait, what?
it's a spell.
Oh, like how the lady changed my clothes?
Yes, exactly like that. Well, not exactly like that. It's an illusion.
So, Biblo's not dead?
Biblo's not dead. That is actually the real Biblo spinning around in his chair over there.
Hooray! And then I run up and grab Biblo and I throw him in the air and I catch him.
Yippee!
You're not dead!
Nope, I came back.
Oh, but
I have unfinished business.
that's good to hear.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm going to go put some whiskey in my coffee. Quint, do you want any?
God, yes.
Well, I'm very glad that apparently things turned out good for once. I'm gonna go lock myself in the room and take a long nap. That probably will be preceded with this weird feeling in my chest. I think it's anxiety. I'll be right back. 17.
Man, things really go off the rails in this house, huh? Anyway. bye.
Biblo, you need to stop.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's gone.
And he will exit. That was one day. That was 1 hour. After some proper rest and processing what just happened, he will probably just exercise and try to keep focused. And that's yeah.
You've given up on the doing backflips off the roof?
After that, he kind of he doesn't really want to. The association with confetti is still there. Maybe 5 days in, if you want me to pick this up, break my neck potentially.
It's entirely up to you.
All right. Well, after that, he opens this window and jumps right out. Does he get stuck?
What?
Roll athletics.
I'm
Or
Back
roll
roll.
acrobatics, really, excuse me.
Wait. Where is it? I always forget what. There it is. Acrobatics?
Mm-hmm. 8 eyes, the window hasn't gotten any wider, and you are fairly broad, and you get your arms and torso wedged into the window again.
Oh. Talos, are you there? Buddy.
What? Oh, window, and look outside.
I'm gonna need your help, friend.
Oh,
I can get myself out of this pickle just fine, but with the assistance of a companion, it really frees up the day, if you know what I mean. You're not there anymore, are you? You're probably getting in my room, maybe hitting up Cecil in his moment of
I'll help you out, Talos.
distraction with his hard
thank you. Jesus.
consumables.
Yeah. Fine.
God bless you.
Over, kind of.
Make sure to be big.
Is this
Talos?
messy clothes all over the floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 17. I'm just a messy kid.
I say.
That's just what we do.
Talos, roll athletics, please.
Give me your hands.
All right. A
Talos.
private roll.
You are.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that privately, but it's okay. You pull on Eight Eyes, and it turns out he's actually pretty well wedged in there, but after a couple seconds, you do get him out without scraping his arms up too badly.
Huzzah! I'm free now. I'm free. Yeah. Thank you, Talos.
I was pulling you in, by the way.
Oh, I'm now inside.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess I'll just take the door like any average mortal, you know. It's just what it is. Maybe after 5 days I'll be able to fit in through the window. You know what I'm saying, Talos? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know.
I do. But I just use the door.
Yeah, I guess I should use doors as they're intended for and not try to circumvent them.
I don't think I will come off too easily if I get stuck. I might break the wall.
Oh, yeah, how did you get through the door? Is there like a...
As you say that, you see Talos like very awkwardly, like sideways walking through the hallway.
Yeah, basically. Talos has to turn his shoulders.
Sound of
nearly
metal
to-
screeching against the wooden.
I just want you to know, Talos, that I owe you a solid because I did not realize how annoying this was for you.
I mean, Talos is not 5 feet thick, so he's not scraping against either side of.
Yeah.
But
Nah, man, I'm 10 billion feet thick.
I think those are windows, right? Is that a door?
that's a. This is the front door that Talos just walked.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was a lot closer. I just didn't want to get to the other side of the house. Okay. Well, Talos, you have a nice day. I'm gonna do backflips off the roof now.
Don't come back through the window again.
Of course. That's dangerous. Alright, now how do I make sure that when I land, I'm always on my feet, and then if I happen to land on my head, I don't break it and become paralyzed? Huh. Also, let's open up my character sheet. Now, I don't know if backflipping falls under acrobatics, but I assume it does. So what does athletics tend to include? Hey, voice in the sky that tends to give me advice and particularly point me towards the right way. I'm assuming that if I were to do a backflip, it would require the same amount of
A backflip
respect. It.
requires an acrobatics roll.
Yeah, no, I would definitely
Athletics
kill
would
myself.
be swimming, long jump, running, weightlifting, that sort of thing.
Now, what is something that Eight Eyes would like to do if he does not have access to? Well, I guess long jumps. I suppose that would be doing a good thing. You know what? Let's see. Long jumping. We could do that. But how would we set that up? We
While
don't.
Eight Eyes tries to figure out new and inventive ways to injure himself, Quint, what are you doing for the 10 days of downtime?
Okay, so I imagine for a couple of those days I would have gone into town to go and like do a little bit of work, but generally I would be kind of keeping tabs on, and especially like the part of going to town, I would be going and kind of keeping an eye on how these new taxes are affecting people and just try to hear a word on the street, if that makes sense.
Well, I didn't make Talos roll for it either because it's quite evident. People are deeply unhappy and deeply worried about their prospects with these new onerous taxes that have been placed upon them. There is some presume that okay, obviously these are exorbitant. There is no possible way that they are going to keep levying these as a permanent thing. This must be to build up funds for something. This is bastard noble stuff, but surely this will only last a little while. while others are countering with the fact that even if it does last a little while, this is wiping out any sort of savings, what meager savings that the lowborns here on the frontier of the new lands have. Ardania is a fairly affluent country, and Barton's homestead is pretty built up, but even considering that, there is a substantial strain on nearly everyone who isn't like particularly wealthy. The mill owners, the people who own the three big windmills that sort of dominate Barton's homestead, the actual Barton family themselves, rather. They're sympathetic and are actively like trying to help people out, but they're probably the only ones who are able to absorb this without too much difficulty.
Makes sense. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I'd like to do. So, something I would like to do at some point, and does not need to be during this downtime or in this session. Refresh my memory. When we came here, are we part of like a particular adventuring guild?
You
No,
are
the problem is that we aren't, I think, right?
correct.
Yeah.
You are all under the auspices of the adventuring infrastructure that Ardania has, but at some point within the next year, in order to maintain your ability to continue taking jobs officially as an adventuring party, you as individuals need to join guilds. One of the Royal Adventurer Guilds that sort of coordinate and make sure that things are going up to plan, and that just generally speaking, the preponderance of very individually powerful fighters and spellcasters in Ardania are not like trying to, take over the country or something.
So the reason why I ask is, what if we started our own guild?
You would need to ask the queen.
Yes. They're an unofficial club.
Well, the queen's far.
The queen is enthroned, which is notably not close to you.
Yes.
My thought process was we just built very strong relations with two other adventuring parties, and strong relations can blossom into something more, like maybe a force of for collective bargaining on behalf of specialist artisans and adventurers.
Are you going to try and form a adventurer union?
I
Get
think
the
I might try to.
kobolds.
I think I might try to form an adventurer union, Styles.
There are already. I mean, strictly speaking, the guilds
a local union
are not really labor unions. You're right. They are more employers.
Yeah, we do dangerous work that other people can't handle, that you can't trust the regular guard with. And I just think, look, I just think that, especially in light of these horrible levies, that we deserve to have our voice heard in a real way. You want a giant bear killed? Well, you know what? Gotta talk to a representative.
I mean, sure.
can.
By all
He's
They
means.
good.
call up our old buddies, the kobolds. I don't know.
Hell yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. You know what? No, that's a great idea. This is the kind of forward thinking that will benefit you well in this organization.
The only thing you have to lose is your chains and your guild memberships before you even have them. Be that as it may, even if you are going to form a local adventurers union, you do still need to join a guild. It's a matter
Sure.
of law in order to do that, in order to be a adventurer.
Absolutely. You know what? I respect them. I respect the profession, and that's
We
why
need a
I just want to.
license.
How dare you imply I need a license?
Do you not need a license?
No, you do need a license, like explicitly. You need
Yeah.
to be on an official royal roll that, like notes which or whatever guild you join, they'll have their own support structure for you. They will advocate for on your behalf, and if you did not have a party, they would find one for you, and try to match you to people that they think you would work well with. But yes, they do not also demand work stoppages in order to get improved contract conditions. Obviously, you're each individual. Anyway, I'm not going to. That's a great idea.
You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thought about it a lot this week.
Also, when unmentioned, but I do like the idea that Quint and Kea are sort of like becoming the mom and dad sitting in front of the fireplace for Eight Eyes and Bebo, and that's very good. Anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm quite fond of it myself.
So yeah. So Quint, you're not necessarily doing. Well, no, you did say that you might do some work around town. You have been. You are able to basically work when you want now, or just pitch in, or just hang out at the blacksmith. So if you wanted to do that with Ephemeral and Gorba, you can potentially earn some money that way and try to recoup the losses of the week. Or you can just, puzzle about how to set up a labor union.
I think I would probably I would kind of split my time between the home and because the labor union thing is going to be a side thing. I just want to make sure I bring it up because it just sounds it just sounds very funny to me, funny and interesting.
Then sure. Then yeah, we'll say for 5 days. Then you work with Gorba, so you just need to roll crafting checks for the earning and income.
Okay, and yeah, and then after that, I can come back around, but I'm trying to think of other like role play things I'd want to do with the party.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to talk to people at some point, like person to person. All right, so I need to roll how many checks? 5?
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Ah.
Yeah.
All right. So you did fail twice.
Oh.
And you're trained in crafting, right?
Yes.
So you earn a total across the week, basically, doing relatively simple stuff that Ephemeral and Gorba doesn't especially want to do. and also just sort of helping them around. But you do earn 16 silver pieces and 6 copper pieces.
16 silver. How many silver?
16 silver and 6 copper.
Okay, 16 and 6. Cool. Great. I mean, as far as like a role play around the house, we can come back to me.
And so last, I think that's basically just Biblo that we need to get to. Biblo, what do you do during the 10 days?
Yeah, I think he is genuinely working on his illusion spell because it is still kind of a new thing he's learned, and the few times he's used it, it hasn't been super helpful. Like when he tried to use it to make some money, it didn't impress very many people. And when he tried to use it to distract the bears, it didn't do that much help. So he's trying to he's trying to figure out like what kind of things he can make with it. Realizes he can make people, because they're creatures, I guess. Yeah, does a bunch of that. Maybe tries his show again in town to see if he can make any money, even though people are getting their pennies pinched right now. Might not feel like paying a clown.
True.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to... How many days would you like to try performing?
This is 10 days, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
5 of them.
Alright, well, make the
How do I...
same 5 checks, just with perform.
How do I do that?
Just roll for perform 5 times.
Oh, that's all it is, okay.
Yep.
Perform. Can you roll 5 at once in that, Guess not.
Oh, you can also roll the earn income macro.
Oh,
That
yeah.
chaos so nicely placed in
Or you do not have permission to execute macro earn income.
Oh,
That's
really?
strange.
So I'll just roll
Let me-
performance. That's okay.
There is one that should work. Here. Try this.
Or okay. Oh yeah.
There you go.
What level then?
You're level 3. Right?
What?
Yeah, you're level 3.
Pardon? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, then this is just okay. Whoa, wow.
Alas.
Alas. Well, that's 5 though. Yeah, unfortunately, you're kind of right with your perception of things, as not a lot of people are super willing to part with their hard-earned silver at this point. You still do earn a not insubstantial amount, though. 12 silver and 4 copper in total. As it turns out, providing a little bit of levity is a valued service at this time.
Cool.
Oh wait, you're yeah, no, you're still good. Okay. Is there anything that anyone else wants to do?
I would go and find Biblo.
Okay.
And then I'd shoot him.
All this chaos going on while Cecil's just catching up on his reading. Get some sappy romance in.
Maybe the king of Riz. Yeah,
What's Biblo doing?
I think Biblo is chatting with the fairies, the lantern fairies.
Oh, true.
At this particular moment.
I didn't
And he eats one.
put them back in this map. That lantern fairy light is extremely intense.
Let me look at it. Oh my god, it is. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna have to like look away while that's active. I gotta open the door. Duh.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
I come out there and Biblo is like raving, complete with like he's holding a couple lantern fairies like glow sticks.
Very cordial with the fairies.
Yes.
Maybe he's like doing some dancing lights to kind of emulate the fairies flying around. Be kind of cute.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Quint's gonna kind of approach, and he's feeling real awkward about it. Like it's just ain't great. But he's like, hey, Bilo, I think we need to talk about some stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Let me pull up a chair. Or I'll just sit crisscross applesauce.
And you know what? Quint is going to also sit on the ground in front of Biblo.
Yeah, come sit under this beautiful tree.
Lights are a lot of light going on here.
Well, it kind of comes through the blossoms in a really nice way when you're underneath.
Yeah, that makes some sort of sense.
Yeah.
I wanted to apologize for kind of flying off the handle previously.
Oh. Oh, with the unicorn.
Yeah, the unicorn.
Oh. Thank you for apologizing for flying off the handle. I guess, I've got the impression that I overstepped, and I would also like to apologize. This is not the first time I have made a jape in perhaps poor taste. Oh, but the fact that you want to like mend a bridge instead of burning it, chasing me out of the house with a torch or a pitchfork is pretty good. So I like that.
And then Quintron grabs you by the neck and
Oh
holds
shit!
you up.
Ah!
But it's like one of those like sad like fade to black kind of deaths.
Yeah. And then it fades back into like my little gravestone with a flower over it and my fucking clown nose on top. Like, yeah.
But then also you hear in the background just a little quiet. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
A final
It's coming from inside the grave.
slide whistle.
Oh, wow.
The call's coming from inside the house. But yeah, I'm not great at these things.
Wonderful. Communication is very important. And it is a difficult thing to do. To swallow one's pride and stride towards one you have animosity with and set things straight, clear, and out in the open, air all that dirty laundry, so
Well,
congratulations.
I do want to be clear. I don't what happened. I was upset for what I feel was good and fair reasons.
Yeah, probably.
That was it was an uncomfortable experience for me, and not one that I want to
Well,
relive. I don't have like bad relationships with my parents, but it's rough not being able to see them.
Oh, yeah. Uh, well, oh, shoot. I should have taken that into consideration. People have different relationships, sort of with their family. Uh, you know, when you're a gnome, kind of you grow up with your family for quite a while, and then you get pretty sick of them because it's been 50 years of hanging out. And you're happy to just go elsewhere and never see them again because
Yeah.
God, 50 years is a long time. But you guys are, yeah, oh, yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
No, I very much appreciate you you just being upfront about it and not kicking me out on my ass.
I mean, for better or worse, we have to, you know, work together.
Well, hopefully for better. I got a lot of I got a lot of tools in the toolbox, and I think I bring a lot to the table. And I think you definitely bring a lot to the table. You've got your sharpshooter extraordinaire. So if I could sort of support that, that'd be great. Uh, yeah, I just was trying to like lighten the mood and like share a thing with a friend, but maybe I went around it about it in a kind of a selfish way. So
Um, either of you make a perception check?
oh shit. Okay. Perception check. Perception check. It's this one. It's a 10. Oh, why should I roll it privately? Well, it's
It
10
didn't need to be
anyway.
private.
Oh,
People you don't really notice, but Quint, you pick up the ambient like chiming coming from the tree above you has stopped during this conversation. And as you look at it, you can see all the lantern fairies are alighted on various tree branches and are just all staring at you. Well, as much as they can stare, being motes of light, but are all just like at rapt attention at this little heart to heart.
The fairy layer, lantern fairies goes, are they gonna kiss?
Oh.
I just wanna make people laugh, and I think I'm good at it. I mean, uh, sometimes I think about making myself laugh more than other people maybe, and that's a me problem. Uh, you know. Eh,
Yeah.
eh, you know.
It's, at the end of the day, that is what it is. I respectfully please the parrot subject not so much.
Oh, of course.
Thank
I will step off that pedal or whatever. But check this shit out, and then he makes like I don't know, like a young dragon. Is that large?
A young dragon, depending on the dragon.
Whatever dragon could be large. Could he just make a dragon if he thought about it, or does he have to have seen a thing to make an illusion of it?
I mean, generally speaking, it helps to see something if you're going to, well,
Okay.
draw it. But you know what a dragon is, conceptually, so you
You
could,
just saw a skeleton of a dragon.
What about like a baby elephant?
um, well, Bibelo, yeah, in his past life, he would probably have seen an elephant being in a circus. Um, Dragons are a little bit more rare, but sure, if you want to create a little baby elephant,
Like a little baby elephant.
which would be a large creature.
It sort of stomps around on its back feet with its trunk in the air like it's doing a fun trick.
It makes elephant noises.
Yeah, you ever seen one of these?
I know what is that?
That's an elephant. They're fantastic. They're very sweet.
I mean, that I suppose
It's
that is the
it's
word for them.
and very smart. The one in the at the circus could paint it with its trunk. Made beautiful portraits.
With its trunk.
Yeah,
Like,
its big nose.
well, I mean, that one's kind of small.
What?
You said it's a baby elephant, right?
It's a baby elephant.
I mean, I guess they could probably draw.
Yeah, it can hold a pencil. It makes that elephant sound.
The noise startles the lantern fairies into start buzzing around inside of the tree and making bell noises again. As we advance to the end of the 10 days, in going into and out of town, Talos, you, as you're busying yourself throughout the town, uh, you bump into Ilyana, or rather, she bumps into you, or off of you, really, as the case may be, just to get your attention. And as she's profusely apologizing to you for doing so, she asks you surreptitiously to take your friends to the Silver Arm tonight.
Will do.
She smiles and then continues on her way.
I'll, I guess pick up whatever I was carrying and keep going.
Mm-hmm. It's not long before, after you return home, that, and I presume you mentioned this to the rest of the party,
Yeah.
that nightfall starts to encroach, and about now would be when the Silver Arm starts to get crowded.
Ah. Might be a good time to take all these books to the to what's her name there. I'm bad with character names right now.
Lady
you dragged
Shrajni.
you dragged our stashes out.
Oh, fudge. Oh, whose stash was that? Where did Talos' stash go?
I
I
said
ate it.
Where did it go?
Oh no, I put I put your stash in Cecil's room, and I put Cecil's stash in the living room. All right.
There we go.
I need to watch out for that. Veep. All right. Everybody's now all group up.
The group.
Evil is upside down, so I imagine someone is carrying him by the ankle.
Oh, it's just doing a handstand.
Everyone is good to go to the Silver Arm?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay.
I stuffed all the books
Yeah.
into my bag of holding.
Let's go.
Let's go. Sorry, I don't know how a cowboy would say it. Let's go. Damn it,
I
whatever.
don't know where you put our tokens cells, but
There's the owner.
Oh, you didn't?
We'll probably just get teleported.
there we go.
Yep.
Teleporter fell.
There we go. You arrive to find the Silver Arm, sort of hopping. Although perhaps a little bit more subdued than average. People seem to be rationing a bit more than perhaps usual. Your counterparts in your fellow adventuring parties, you see Dimwap and Zephyr at the bar, as well as basically the entirety of the Vanguardians at a table and at a bar stool nearby. Turn and politely wave or nod to you before going back to what they're doing. You think you see Dr. Brandenburg turned away from you in one of the comfy chairs by the fire, and so you do not get acknowledgement from her. But otherwise, yeah, you see the inn is the mood is a little bit more somber than average, a bit more griping. Okay, as you come around the corner, you do hear some girlish giggling, however, as you see Fandral holding court with Ileana and two of the other women of the town, including the mayor's secretary once again, as he entertains them through whatever means that he does. Damask and Shamaska see both. Well, Shamaska smiles. You're not sure you've ever seen Damask smile. He just sort of looks on and nods. But the two of them happily greet you as you approach, or at least greet you as you approach, and Damask speaks first. Evening all. Can I get you anything?
Do you still have a soup of the day, or did that go out the window?
Nope, we still have a soup of the day. Thrum likes it too much, as an idea, so he's keeping up with it. And so far we haven't had to really cut too deep into our procuring ingredients, but we'll see how long that lasts. It's not good, says Shamaska, as I'm sure you've felt too, but it's hitting all of us. Hopefully it's just an acute pinch, while the Baron rights whatever issues there were with the Count's incomes, and we'll be looking back on this as a distant memory in the not so distant future. Yeah, here's hoping.
Well, in that case, I will take a soup of the day if I can.
Through.
I'll have some meat.
Meat.
Yes.
All right, we got mutton tonight. Anybody else want?
I'll take.
Go ahead.
I think I'll reckon that we'll be going home in a bit after this, so I'll just take a drink.
A drink.
Yeah, just anything to drink, whatever, like whatever. Give me whatever you think is suitable. I suppose a cup of that, and I'll take it if that's fine with you. Just I'm
some
not.
hot chocolate.
I don't need a hot chocolate. Wait, no, that's spicy. That's too spicy.
Now, Eight Eyes. And remember, last time you had a hot chocolate, you said you really liked it.
I did.
Yeah, you said you loved it.
Door to the kitchen opens. Thrum looks out through it.
I meant something like a malt or something. I don't know.
House
So
meals
a cold chocolate.
for 4? Yeah.
All right, I guess. Yeah,
5.
why not?
And a soup of the day and a cup of milk. Okay.
Can I also have a mutton?
Who's getting a cup of milk?
2 cups of milk. Okay.
I'll get soup as well.
I said mutton, not milk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
Every
fine.
time the door opens and closes, Kea waves enthusiastically to Thrum.
Thrum also waves enthusiastically back to Kea. It's he understands what you're doing and has very much a sort of similar ebullient outlook on life. Can I get that order a bit all in one time, please? Milk,
2 muttons, 1
mutton,
soup of the day, and a milk, please.
Two soups.
2 soups,
Two soups?
1 milk,
And a
2
and a
muttons,
very
Cecil wants
small
soup as well.
portion of mutton.
and okay, and a small size portion. All right, we're good. Close the door.
Thank you.
Here, I'll move here so Cecil can sit.
Hi, everybody, says Ilyana as she breaks away from the conversation with Fandral. You needed to use the quiet room tonight, right?
Yeah, after we're done eating.
Okay.
If that's all right.
All right, it's open for you, so whenever you need it.
Thank you.
Ilyana goes back to, Thoman hurls himself across the room. Ilyana goes back to to serving drinks, and soon you are all provided meals and a glass of milk. Those of you who got meals, they're 2 silver each.
Okie dokie.
All right.
The glass of milk is 3 coppers.
I didn't want some milk. I wanted alcohol, but I will provide.
Okay. Food's good. Thrum's normal level of cuisine aptitude. And yeah, soon you are feeling sated, if a little emptier in your wallet, and are ready. Well, you did rent the quiet room tonight. Okay, as you walk past, Beetle looks at you from underneath his hat.
I would like to wave at Beetle.
Beetle nods at you. And the rest of you soon follow Kea in as well, whether you like to or not. Unless anyone has anything that they want to do in the inn.
Well, I want to go see the I can't. My brain keeps forgetting her name.
Lady Sherezhny.
Lady Sherezhny, but I guess
It's
stop by the.
It's not an easy name.
Yeah, Lady Sherezhny. That'll probably be after we do this meeting. Oh.
Okay. I'm going to just fling the rest of you guys into that room then. Okay. So, as I take your drink order, I spoke to our mutual friend.
And?
Well, Danan can't come into town to speak to himself, for which he apologizes. I don't know if you checked the mission board, but or the adventure board, but there's a nice poster on there now with his face on it. It's actually a pretty bad likeness, but the Barons put out a 100 gold bounty on his head, so he's trying to maintain a certain level of stealth for the time. But he does have some ideas for getting to the Baron.
It's true.
Hmm?
We could use some assistance, though.
Like what?
It won't require you to travel very far, because it's right here in town. There is a agent of the Baron. He just came to town. He's staying in one of the suites on the 3rd floor. There's a he's apparently purchasing a house in town, but hasn't had all of his effects moved in yet, and also just hasn't gotten the house yet, so that's why he's staying upstairs. He was going to serve as the Baron's liaison for the time being, apparently, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
We would like to know what exactly the Baron's asking him to do, and just to see any correspondence that the Baron has given him.
Seems easy enough.
Especially if you have the keys. There is a complication. He has 2 guards with him. Men-at-arms from the Baron's forces. They tend to stay up while he's asleep. But if
so they're asleep when he's awake.
Yes, but he's awake when he's awake, which means that they could be awake very quickly.
True.
Also, it's absolutely imperative right now. These people do not come to harm while they're in the town and in, the Silver Arm.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
Don't harm them. But if you can get into his room tonight, or any night, really, I suppose, but preferably tonight before he moves into... We don't know when he's going to be moving into his home, and if he's in a more secure building, then this becomes more difficult.
What time is it right now?
Right now, it's about 8 o'clock at night. The sun hasn't completely set yet, but it's about to.
Okay.
Well, luckily we already have business on the 3rd floor, so that gets us up there, believably.
True. You're, I'm guessing, talking about Lady Shreshni.
Mm-hmm.
Her room is right off the stairs. Mr. Maribald's room is on the opposite side of the building, so you have to walk all the way around.
Okay.
See.
But if you can do this, well, our ability to compensate you, I mean, I haven't really spoken directly to Dan, and I just have, my money here, which I'm not
We don't expect money for this at this point. I think I at least speak for me and probably Talos and probably Quint.
Well, that's half of it, anyway.
I have enough money.
Oh, well, at least that's one of us.
At least 5 years.
Wow.
Oh.
You did that math out, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, adventurers. Why don't I become an adventurer? Well, because I'd be killed. Anyway, I need to get back out there because this is already starting to become an inordinate amount of time for me to be taking drink orders. But I do have a couple of things that you might find helpful. And she where would she be hiding these, actually? Oh, just on one of the shelves. She goes over to one of the shelves and opens up a small chest and pulls out a pair of hats. These are hats of disguise. We only have the 2 of them, but if you want to use them for tonight, by all means. And, if you want to buy them afterwards, you can tell me that. But this will at least keep 2 of you incognito while you try to do it. You'll need to find a place where you can turn into someone else without people noticing, but otherwise, that should help. Maribald is already up and retired for the night. His guards are on guard currently. And it might be starting to get dark up there. The candles were replaced a few hours ago, so they might be melting down now. Since it's just him staying up there and Lady Shreshni, and she turns in early too. Really, she doesn't leave her room very much. But anyway, yeah, if you can get any sort of incriminating, or maybe not incriminating, just any sort of useful correspondence, or I'm saying useful, don't read it. If you see any sort of relevant correspondence or documentation, just steal them and give them to me, and I'll get them to the right place. Well, actually, don't give them directly to me, because that would be very dumb.
Alright.
Rather, there's a place that you can drop them off across the river. There's a stump. It's marked with a mushroom that is bright white and sort of glows in the night. It's not a completely unusual mushroom. There's a few of them, but this one is on its west side, and it's the only one with this mushroom growing off of its west side. So if you see that one, it has a hollow top. It lifts off like a lid. Just put all the documents in there, and they'll be picked up. Obviously, do that when no one's looking.
Yes.
Okay. I'll get these drinks for you, and you all have a great night. Good luck on your adventure planning. Night.
Yep,
Yeah.
thank
You
you.
as well.
Are we, so what are we going?
I think Biblo should get one of those hats and be a distraction.
Oh.
Let me, in the meantime, you keep going. I'm adding a pair of hats of disguise into your group treasure with the party line treasure. So.
I suppose I could be a distraction with the hat of disguise, but I've got a lot of distracting tricks up my sleeves already. If someone would be better served with the hat. I don't know. What's our strategy here?
Well, we need to find a way into the room once the guards are distracted. We need a distraction that will either keep the guards occupied or lure them away without waking up the occupant. Alright, so... People, do you have any ideas?
So the guy is in the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's
So
guards, like, right outside the door?
That's what I'm assuming, and it's like there's definitely turns in the hallway, so we could do something to like lure the guards around the corner while someone who is sneaky gets into the room.
Oh, yes.
You know, if there ever was time for a bear to be in the building.
Alright, well, that would be, I think, maybe a little obvious that something is afoot. The bear got into the building. If we could distract the guards just momentarily, what if I, like, illusioned, I don't know, the Baron or something? He demanded to go into the room with his, retinue, and you guys would be the retinue, and then, or you guys could just be the Baron. You could just be a couple of Barons with the hats.
The hats of disguise disguise you only as humanoids.
Definitely.
Oh.
You're saying barons, not bears.
Baron, yeah, I'm saying the Baron.
Oh.
Like, could you make yourself look like the Baron with one of
Yes.
them hats? Well, yeah.
Oh.
So what we do is one of you puts on the hat, becomes the Baron, the other puts on the hat, becomes the Baron, and then you confuse the heck out of the guards.
I suppose I could do that.
And make them fight to the death.
Okay,
Yeah.
what if we had the Baron and the Baron's second-in-command henchman that never leaves his side? I feel like that would be more believable.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? I had written it down on my notebook, and I don't know where my notebook went.
The dog brooding and handsome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's that?
Utrecht. Utrecht
Didn't
Paul.
get a good look. Didn't get a good look at his ass
Paul.
though, so it might be flat down there.
Is it
He
Paul
does
like
wear a cape.
P-A-U-L or Paul like P-A-L-L?
It's P-A-L-L.
Oh, what a cool guy.
Would there be like a overview wise, let's say we kidnapped or yoinked the noble. What exactly?
I don't think we're planning to kidnap him. We're just stealing his documents and shit.
Yeah, the point is not to actually hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Then
The
we need
point
to
is,
just draw him out completely.
though that
No,
is a good point.
Oh.
No, sorry.
No, I was just
Continue.
saying. I was gonna say the point was that we're trying to just get information so they can be used against him.
Yeah, I think going in as the Baron might actually be too
Weird.
yeah, because then it'll be an affront on the Baron himself, and he'll be more likely to come after us personally or do something to Barton's homestead, instead of if documents just disappear, then it's just that this particular agent is incompetent and he'll be more likely to get the fall. But if we do something big and flamboyant and masquerade as the Baron himself, then it's personal.
We don't know what this guy looks like either, right? The guy in the room.
No.
Oh, darn. So it would be fun to like distract the guards a little, just away, so they're not looking at the door.
I got drinks.
Oh.
Is it all milk?
Yes.
Oh.
She puts a platter on the table with 6 glasses of milk. Thrum is really confused, by the way. This is the most milk that he's been asked for in like a year. So, do you have any questions that I can potentially help with?
Have you seen him?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know if there's anything? Do you know his schedule at all? Do you see him at all during the day?
He is a early riser, early turns in. He's possibly in bed by now. The man has not really left the inn since arriving a couple of days ago, except to visit the mayor on a couple of occasions. He's always accompanied by his guards when he's moving about. When these people sleep, basically they only sleep during the day. They have a few, or they have a few hours. He does his work his work outside of his room during the afternoon. They sleep in the early morning to noonish.
Wait, okay, so if he only leaves to meet the mayor, we know what the mayor's secretary looks like. We could have someone use the hat of disguise to look like her but passably different so that we don't incriminate her. Hand him a letter saying the mayor needs to see him importantly, break of dawn. They'll all leave and then we get in.
Perhaps.
Are we sure they won't live with the documents?
Maybe he will.
My other absurd suggestion is that we find out what he looks like. Then we use Hat of Disguise to disguise him and pretend that there's an imposter in our room.
Or here, if we
to his guys.
If we found out what he looks like, and we could both disguise ourselves with the hat, and I could cast an illusion of him, we draw the guard's attention, but for a moment, I illusion him as if he were coming out of the room, perhaps turning a corner and saying, "Oh, I'll be right back, I'm getting a glass of milk," and then one of you returns with the glass of milk in disguise. Walk right into the room.
That actually might be the best plan yet.
But the problem is none of us know what the guy looks like.
I can describe him to you.
I don't know. Will that work for Hat of Disguise?
I mean, you're standing next to me. I can sort of tell you to make adjustments.
Wait. Oh, can you put the Hat of Disguise on and become the guy, and then we'll know what he looks like, and we can become the guy.
Oh.
That is something. Yes, that would.
That's.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's very, very
that's
obvious.
That's a good idea, actually. Sure.
Oh, but it's only once per day, though. So we could use one hat to do that, and then.
Well, if the plan worked, we would only need one hat, I think.
It's true.
Maybe.
Yeah. We have 2 hats, so.
But if things go sideways, I don't know how we
Does his room have windows also?
Yes.
Okay, so if we can, above table talking, if we can get in there, get distracted, all that stuff, can we have the person just escape jumping out the window and he can be caught? One way out.
It's the 3rd floor, but if you want to do that.
I mean, they can be healed.
We don't
You
have
break
any
your legs.
like we don't have any like remote viewing magic, do we? Like no one's
No,
got
that's like higher level shit.
right, but it's like a I don't know, like
A
what-
I mean,
person
we
is
do have
one
one.
bulk, right?
We do have one.
A person?
We do have one remote
Yeah.
viewing.
A person is
We have
6
chaos.
bulk.
Is 10 bulk?
6.
Oh,
Can-
okay.
and
We have chaos
dip-
mouse.
but is
Chaos
Dipidops a familiar? Like, can he do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chaos can
Dipidops
see
is a
through
familiar.
And it can-
Chaos
you
can see
can-
through Depodot's eyes. So
Oh, hey, we can just maybe
Yeah.
get the mouse in the room. Kaya can see what he looks like. Kaya can become the guy, and then one of the other guys that we have can become the guy, and then we don't waste a hat. But then I don't know what we want the second guy to even look like.
How are you getting Dipidops into his room?
I mean,
Through the window.
It's a mouse.
Through the window.
Yeah, holds
You
out
expect it-
Dipidops, who is in fact a very small mouse.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Is this
All of
every
our
bit of?
doors
Is every...
are like sort of like this one, and she like lightly kicks the one next to her, and you can see that the space between the door and the floor is about a quarter of an inch. Can Dipidops fit through that?
Does her whiskers touch?
See,
Can
is Dipidops trained in acrobatics, or has I think every familiar gets acrobatics. A little bit. We'll see.
I think familiars. Let me check his stats.
'Cause it should.
Dipidops would have to be a very
Dipidops has +7 acrobatics.
Yeah.
Dipidops would have to be amorphous in order to fit through this space.
Okay.
I mean, hey, he could squeeze.
Can we put him through the window?
There is simply not enough. There's not enough space for Dipidops' skull to
Okay.
fit through.
But the window, though?
The window.
Well, the window would have to be open.
The windows would have to be open. Yeah.
Could a mage hand open a window?
Yeah.
Could a mage hand carry a mouse and put it in a window?
Yeah. If the window's unlocked.
Okay.
Oh, that's an option, I guess. We say the hat that way. But it might be an unnecessary hat. I don't know.
Anyway, do you have any other questions? I need to get back out there. Do you want me to show you what Snidley looks like?
What's his first name?
What?
Snidley.
Ugh.
Show it.
He sounds evil.
Niddly Whiplash. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Snidley Maribalds. Maribald. You know what? We're only hoping to use one hat anyway, so sure, that's.
All right.
I think.
She. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't know if this plan goes sideways how we salvage it. Is my only concern.
All right. We'll ask for drinks again later when we have a better idea of what we're doing.
Okay, I'll come back in.
Okay. Sorry.
Nope, no problem. Oop. Good luck.
How do we salvage it? Okay. So, current plan as is Biblo would illusion Snidley leaving his room to go get a glass of milk, and then someone sneaky, preferably someone who could move about the room without waking up the actual
yeah.
occupant.
Talos will look. Sit down. Harder.
The chair creaks ominously.
We'll go in, rifle around, grab a bunch of papers, toss them out the window, jump out the window, land on Talos. We escape. Possibly with mouse, so that if something goes wrong, the mouse will alert us that someone down the hall needs to make an additional racket and summon the guards.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sneaky.
I like it.
Okay. So let me just write this down. So Biblo will illusion. And then Quint will come back with the Hat of Disguise as Snidley with milk and a mouse.
Yeah, I can do that. It's fine.
And then if anything goes wrong, tickle Dipidops, or I'll just be shared sentence the whole time.
What?
I have an empathetic connection to my mouse, so when it feels strong emotion, like being tickled, I get I sense that something has happened to the mouse. So it is a quick and cheap way to alert me that the mouse has something going on without me having to actively be sharing senses the whole time.
I see. I completely forgot this was a thing that you have.
Yeah. He's a very special mouse.
Is it the mouse or is it you?
It's definitely the mouse.
I'm pretty sure it's you.
No, I wasn't special before the mouse.
I
I
suppose.
couldn't do magic.
I was no one
Alright.
before the mouse.
I really wasn't.
No one wanted to know who I was before I picked up the mouse.
Wow.
Okay, so Talos will be waiting outside the window. So Talos will be waiting outside the window to catch Quint. Biblo will obviously have to be upstairs to do the illusion, and then me and Cecil could be down the hall, and then if something happens and Dipidops alerts me, me and Cecil can have a very loud argument about how to split the funds we got from Lady Sherezny. Or something.
Yeah.
If there's yelling about gold and then the sound of coins hitting the ground, the guards will probably make an appearance.
And then if they don't, one of you just yell, "Oh no, you stabbed me! Oh, I'm bleeding, help!"
Fire.
As a last resort.
As a last resort, yes. I mean, you only have one illusion though, right? So you couldn't just make a panic bear?
I have 2 second level spell slots.
So you could illusion a bear.
If it really came down to it, we needed a wild bear to run rampant.
Or maybe like a bird has flown in and it's flapping around and it's screeching and it's causing a whole ruckus.
Yes, that is more believable.
Like a chicken or a pigeon or hawk or a peacock or a flamingo.
Not a flamingo, more like a hawk or a pigeon, I think, or a crow.
Oh, a crow's good.
Yeah, they're smart and they're angry.
Oh yeah.
What about a dog?
Could be a
Dog?
dog.
Ooh. Oh, a friendly little dog that wants to be petted.
Yes.
A cute dog that no one can resist.
Yes.
That's nice. Little more suspicious, but adorable.
Well,
What if
it
it was
could
two?
be.
What if it's two dogs?
I could, well,
Well, okay, it could be if we have a dog, then the dog could have gotten away from someone, and then another person could come running up, like, oh no, my dog. And then it's slightly less suspicious, but
Yeah.
also we were down a hat because
Down
one
a hat.
person, because the hat. But then again, Biblo could just change his makeup, go running after the dog.
I think whatever we do, it's probably gonna work out. At least I got getting attention. We just need to make sure that we execute the stealing part properly.
Yep.
I could disguise
Hmm.
myself by cleaning my makeup off and taking off my clown outfit, just wearing my
Okay.
peasant clothes.
I don't know how I feel about seeing that.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the idea.
I feel like that would be worse than seeing you naked.
It would be. I would be put in a vulnerable position.
Very vulnerable.
But then people wouldn't be like, eyewitnesses wouldn't be like, oh yeah, there's that clown. They'd be like, oh, there's that little gnome gentleman with the dog.
Okay. I think we have a plan. Um. Hmm.
We start.
I mean, I want to feel more useful, but I guess there's not a lot I can do in this situation.
I mean,
Yeah.
you do. Well, actually, no. You probably don't have good stuff.
You would be the lookout.
True. I'm
Yeah.
the mouse lookout.
You can
And potentially
fly,
lead distraction.
right?
I can fly.
Oh,
So you can be in the air and look, see if anything crazy happens.
That is true. I could be at the window,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem is that'd be really conspicuous.
Well, I mean,
But then again, someone jumping out of the window is also conspicuous.
we can. It is gonna be at night, so like
True.
fairly late.
I could check the window, make sure that Snidley is actually asleep, and then Dipidops would signal that it's time to put the plan into action, and then...
Just as additional information, from what Ileana has described to you, you know that Snidley's room is or suite is one of the ones in the front part of the building that faces towards the square.
Oh.
You also know that from very late nights at the Silver Arm that the square is pretty much abandoned late at night, is not necessarily well lit. Streetlights are not really a thing in Barton's Homestead. And while there are guards patrolling, they are primarily on the wall. There's a couple that patrol the streets at night, but where they are at any given moment doesn't necessarily mean they're within eyeshot of the inn.
Yeah. Well, that makes it somewhat easier. Us.
Yeah, I
You
could get on the
also
roof.
know
Hmm?
that Guard Captain Court may or may not be an Iteron that does not need to sleep, because you have always seen him patrolling basically anywhere at any time, and he does it in the air.
Aha.
Yeah,
No, that's
weird.
Yeah, because he's a.
He is also a Raptor.
Yep.
That's fucked up, man.
a
What?
Raptorodon
That's a thing?
or Raptoriton.
That why he's like a Vulcan?
No, he's like that just because he's like that. That's
Oh.
totally him.
So we can just like kill him.
So I
allegedly.
could just hang out on the roof and pretend to be drunk. And then when there's no court in the air and what's his name's asleep, that's when we act.
Court in the air, don't you dare. No court to be seen.
Keep
You go get it, queen.
keep it clean.
Well,
Court can be seen, keep it clean.
Court can be seen. Time to preen.
Are you telling me to seduce him?
Cause a scene.
Okay.
Take one for the team.
go get on the scene.
But try not to scream.
You're not rhyming very well.
Jesus.
You
I'm
understand that N and M are two different letters.
I'm not a I'm not a I'm not a writer.
Oh, alright. You have the soul of a poet, though.
Everything okay in here?
Yes.
I think we have a plan.
Oh, good. You didn't touch your glasses of milk.
Well, actually, we need one as a prop. But,
Well, is there anything you need from me?
we do need to know what Snidley looks like. Snidley.
Okay. I'll use one of the hats of disguise.
Right.
Unless you want to try taking it from description.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't think we'd be able to trick the guards that are his personal bodyguards
Right.
if he doesn't look perfectly
And
proper.
you'd have to. You wouldn't be able to make adjustments because it is once per day. Okay. And she goes and takes one of the hats and puts it on. And you see Mr. Snidley Maribald.
Oh. He fits his name.
Can I take the hat off?
I have to keep it
wait.
on.
Can you
Sure,
recreate that
you
from
know what?
memory?
However long you need.
Does he have like a particular manner of speech that
Oh,
you've made note of?
yeah, it's sort of like, guards, do a thing, or
Ooh.
be better guards,
Oh,
or
that's perfect.
you're not good at your jobs for no reason in particular. I'm not very nice at all.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's as best I can do. I'm not really a good impressionist. It is a little uncanny to hear Ileana's voice coming out of Snidley Maribald. But Ileana does do a turnaround so you can see what he looks like from all angles. Hopefully this is correct. I think this is this is what he looks like based on my mental image of him. Just if they ask to see any like identifying birthmarks, don't. Well, you may not.
Well, I
have
feel
any.
like giving your impression just be offended.
Ah, yeah,
Yes.
true.
How dare you? Like that.
I haven't really heard him choke on his own arrogance, but maybe. I'm taking this hat off now, if you don't mind.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right. I'm going to leave again. You guys can wait in here as long as you want, or come out into the bar and use it, and wait in there. But yeah, I'll. Good luck. Oh, with that,
Thank
she
you.
closes the door.
Okay.
So, how are we doing this again? Is
So-
Quintuan going to convince the guards that he's him?
Yes, Biblo will illusion. Sorry, do you wanna?
Well, I will say I have a great stealth and thievery.
Yes.
My deception is not great.
Yeah, that's the problem. Cecil has a great, is good at lying, but I have a terrible stealth.
There.
What is your stealth like, Biblo?
Oh dear.
I'll find out, I guess. Let's see.
I have guidance, which would give you a +1 to 1 skill check.
Okay, I have a +7 to stealth,
Oh,
and an 11 to performance, which for me can be deception.
Sounds like you should be the one doing this.
Jeez Louise.
You hear the sounds of a piano being played.
Oh,
Wait, no, you don't. The room is silenced magically. Never mind.
Oh.
You hear nothing.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Forget I said that.
I'm nervous about it, though.
Who said something?
What?
What?
Nervous about
What?
what? There's nothing to be nervous about.
Oh? Well, I, you know, I could get in there, look around, take some things, jump out of a window.
You would be easier to catch. Wait,
Oh.
you're tiny. Maybe we have oil of weightlessness, which can take an item of 1 bulk or less and make it feel weightless.
He's not tiny, he's small.
Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah,
And that's also
unfortunately,
still not 1 bulk. I think it's 3 bulk for small
it is
people.
3 bulk.
Yep.
Okay.
Good hustle, though.
Diplodops would be less than 1 bulk.
We are not throwing Dipidops out the window.
I don't know. I got telekinetic projectile. I could just huck him.
Biblo, if you huck my mouse, so help me, I will run you out of the house with pitchforks.
I'll use Mage Hand if anything to gently lower him to the ground before jumping myself.
Okay, so I'll be outside. You three, Atai, Cecil, and Quint will be distraction team if something goes badly wrong.
I can promise that.
And Talos, you will be waiting outside the window to gently catch Biblo.
Maybe someone with a little bit more guile could hang out with Talos just
Some
in case somebody
streets?
comes up to what? Yeah,
Gross.
just a buddy system, so he's not down there by himself.
Okay, well, does someone want to hang out with Talos? Because worst case scenario, we could pretend I'm already on the roof pretending I'm drunk. We could pretend I've forgotten how to fly and Talos needs to catch me.
Oh, that's adorable.
I could do
What?
it. Else will set up Sirius, ready to go.
Okay.
I got this.
I think there's enough options for people to decide where they want to go, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
but if Kay is on the roof, then you can't. You won't be able to tell people when to initiate the distraction if the distraction is necessary.
That's true, but I'll be on the roof listening in, so maybe if I hear something in the room, I can have the mouse signal the distraction team?
Okay, so the mouse stays in the hall with the team.
Does that make sense? Or
Can
do you want...
Can you make the mouse do stuff?
The mouse has...
Oh shit.
I mean, technically, yes. I think I can command the mouse on my turns.
So you can make them like do a little dance, and they would know that you need help.
I think so, yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't
he has
actually
the
used the mouse. What'd you say?
He hits the gritty as a signal.
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I think I broke
Is it
something.
like an... I don't think it's an extra action. I think it's an action to command the mouse.
Okay.
Familiars, rules.
It does sound like you have a plan, though.
Yes.
Well,
To succeed.
Oh, they get 2 actions in a round if you spend an action to command them.
yes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's basically the rule for all companions. So you give up your actions for 2 of their own. But you can't give up, like... I don't believe you can give up, like, all 3 of your actions and get, like, 6 of theirs, because that would be a little silly.
Yeah.
But in total, you end up getting a total of 4 actions during your round. And that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with
Okay.
that, with your party prepared, we will leave off for the night.
Right.
Until next week.
This is going to be possibly the most disastrous Ocean 11
yeah.
movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This plan is insane.
Okay.
It is very. It's got a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, any good heist should. We're gonna be putting secret documents into a mushroom stump at the end of this, alright? It's gonna be
wish
fine.
I could animate for moments like this. That would be great.
Don't know.
Oh, the mayor's secretary moved.
Yeah, people have moved around generally. Now that the door is open, you do hear the sound of piano music, and it is Riff who has started playing the piano. But yes, the mayor's secretary has actually left Fandral to her former companion, and also Magna from the Vanguardians, and has instead ended up striking up a conversation with new actor 37, also known as Demaxis.
Demaxis.
You actor 37.
Yeah, I don't know why it's
It's a bold name.
mm-hmm. But yeah. And with that, we will finish up for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the session. I did. It was very fun listening to you guys try to figure out how to.
Commit suicide next session.
Yeah.
Pretty
Talos,
fun.
you go over and sit down in one of the comfy armchairs. It feels smaller than you recall. And Brandenburg nods to you as you do so. And yeah, until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And have a good night.
Oh,
You as well.
Alright.
Until